Heard from my address to you back in August regarding the uninhabitable building that's right across the street from me that has been an eyesore, and it's been concerning because it's been occupied by human beings without any utilities. And I asked that something be done about it. The building department was stepped up. They said that they would start the abatement process, but Blake informed me today that the city attorney said no. So I wanted to ask Attorney Dittman why he said no, why he shut it down. So can he answer that, or?
So typically we don't answer questions directly on these types of things, but I'm not even aware of the situation that's being referred to. I don't know what building you're talking about. I don't know what abatement you're speaking about.
So dilapidated garage built in 1901. It's been inhabited by occupants for 3 years. No utilities whatsoever, and lots of traffic in and out all the time.
So I can't give you legal advice. I give legal advice to the city, but I think I know which one you're speaking of now. Is that's a trespass issue and not a nuisance abatement issue. And so we don't have a code authority to kick a family member out of a home that's owned by, as I understand, owned by the mother, and the son is living in the garage. And if she wants that person out, she can call the county sheriff and call a trespass and have a process for that.
It's
but
a
we don't
rental
evict
property.
people unless we own property. We can send notice to the property owner saying that they're violating various pieces of city code, but you can't abate on what is essentially a trespass. It's not a code violation.
Well, then I would like to request that an ordinance be established that no people should be allowed to occupy a building without utilities. No electric, no sewer, no water. There's a building and it's individually being occupied by human beings. And I think we need an ordinance. I searched high and low, and I looked under Colorado Revised Statutes, and there's lots of stuff about uninhabitable buildings. I have the statutes right here, and I'm happy to leave them. So if you want to look at them, we have legal standing as far as I can see, but, we need to do an ordinance. We can't have people living in a shack or camping. Other people have to get a license to live in a camper. I have to get a certificate of occupancy just to park my car in my garage. Why are there people allowed to live in shacks that have nothing, no utilities, and causing a nuisance in the neighborhood, in my city?
So again, I'm not here to answer questions, citizen questions. I'm here to advise the city. So all I can tell you generally is that while you may be correct, there are certain code violations occurring that can be cited. That would be against the property owner, not the person that's inhabiting that structure. And you sort of trespass, I know there are statutes. Those are all for the Benton County Sheriff's Office to deal with. It's not something that the city can do.
I spoke to the sheriff today, and they said, no, that would be a city. That would be a city ordinance. The city has to create an ordinance in reference to that.
And I would venture to say if we created an ordinance, we'd probably
that's later.
find out the sheriff wouldn't want to enforce it either.
I think our ordinances actually say you can't do that, but go ahead.
Okay, on this, I don't ever remember writing abatement on it. Blake was writing abatement. So I have talked to the owner of the house, and he is in the process of doing something that I can't discuss right now. But I'm willing to tell you, Brandon, but there is being something done about it. I can leave it at that.
Well, it's been 3 years, and it's still going on. There's security cameras all around that shack. They come on, it's lit up like a Denver skyline at night. So if you look at it through a camera, it's all lit up because he's got security cameras all around that shack. And there's people coming and going. It's as if there's a business. All hours of the night, okay? So that's my main concern, and I'm going to keep on it. I request that we do something about it. If I need to, I'll go out and find other buildings like that. I'll go door to door and see if other people are willing to sign up with me because they have the same problems across the street from them. Okay, and I'll leave it at that. I need it addressed, and that's why I'm here. Now, my second concern is ordinance 708. I did call Charmaine, it's been about 4 or 5 weeks ago, and I reported that marijuana plants were out in the open for children to see that are walking to school, and I asked that something be done about it.
And I reported it, yes, I did.
I went down and served them with a 5-day notice, they didn't do anything, I gave them a 20-day notice to the owner. They left 2 mail plants up and that's it. They cut down the other ones.
The plants are all still
I
out.
came back, Charmaine.
They're not supposed to be in
They
the
can
open.
grow it back there, while they have a 6-foot fence around it, they did not have a fence, but as you can see, I have pop fencing material to make it. So, that's what I'm
The
doing.
plants are out there right now. I'm looking
There's 2
for them.
male plants out there.
I don't care if they're male or female, they're visible. They need to come out.
So Greg, have they told you they're gonna put the fence up? They gave you a timeline?
He said have it up by next year because he's already harvested for
Yeah,
that
the
year.
season's over.
It should be taken down now. They should be coming down. I mean, we should have an ordinance
So
where,
they've taken down all the females. You got females.
why do they allow so much time? I mean, this has been going on year after year after year.
No, it's not, that's the first time anybody's doing anything in that yard.
No, the
You're wrong
reason,
because
the
sheriff
reason
used to
he
do that.
has an enclosure all the way around is because
Okay.
our prior mayor and the sheriff went over there and forced him to do it along with Vigil, our DA at the time.
You're talking
He had
about,
to
you're talking about
do
2 houses up from you?
Talking across.
Yeah, that's incorrect too, because Jim Collins went up there when he shouldn't have went up there.
No, the sheriff went with him.
Well, they can't do that, he has against him.
He had, the
Okay.
only reason it was fenced in 3 years ago was because somebody took action, but it was only fenced in for 3 years ago. He grew them in the open last year, and he grew them in the open again this year. And I'm against that, and I'm against for children walking down that street and seeing that. The rules are the rules, there is an ordinance in place, and it needs to be enforced. Somebody needs to enforce it. If the code enforcement guy is not able to do it, maybe we need to shift the responsibility to the sheriff.
So you're saying there was a fence up at one time and then they took the fence back down?
No, they grew them in the open, I complained. Finally, something got done, and it was enclosed for the rest of the season, 3 years ago.
Okay.
Last year, it was in the open again, because they let the structure, get dilapidated.
Deteriorated?
Okay, but this year it was very offensive. I'm concerned about the children.
They still have the fence up around, the fence hasn't come
The
down?
fence is this high, the fence are this high. Okay, they need to be hidden completely. They're not supposed to be out in the open.
Well-
That's it. If I can see them, then it's against the rule.
Well, 6 foot, as long as they've got a 6-foot fence, they're within the ordinance.
If the plants are not supposed to be visible, I have the ordinance and I have the Colorado statute. Not supposed to be visible. If they're visible, then they're breaking the ordinance. We don't want to see them. Keep them hidden away, okay? That's my second concern. That ordinance is not being enforced, not properly anyway. Okay, my third concern is this marijuana, recreational marijuana, and all of their cartoon characters, their balloons, their flags, their men that wiggle around, their cartoon characters, their monkeys, their bright signage against the rules. That's why I handed that out. Why are we not enforcing that?
Which place has cartoons?
All of them.
No, on the outside on their sign, you tell me which place has a cartoon
The
on their
monkey
sign.
has a big monkey.
It does not have a monkey on the outside. It's not a cartoon monkey, and it's a really ugly looking
It's a
monkey.
monkey. The kids look at it, it's bright colored. It's supposed to be a subdued green cross.
That is not true. That is, the cross
Well,
is
can you
for,
read-
the
can you
cross
read?
is for medical places and it's just used for
Can
advertising.
you read what it says? No cartoon characters,
I do,
nothing?
but I do not agree that that monkey's a cartoon.
That monkey is a cartoon.
Which other place has it? You said all
All the
places.
flags, since I sent this through over to Sunny, suddenly all the flags came down. I was kind of happy to see all the flags come
I'll
down.
be very honest with you, I didn't talk to a single one of them.
Okay,
Well,
well,
it's just in the wind.
suddenly all the flags came down and all the big giant characters that are blown up with some kind of gas or air, hot air, there's people flying around, green men, that is, the kids are going, Mommy, what is that? I want to go there. Yes?
But this,
Oh, I'm talking about the thing, they have the car wash and the.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the same things, it's just
All those
attention
flags and
grabbers.
stuff in front of those marijuana stores, it's gotta go.
She's right though, that is against MED rules, the things that affect kids. I mean, there's several things. I mean, we don't have MED enforcement here, we don't have anybody that sits.
Well, we
there
need to
that-
put that on our city ordinance because the
It's
state.
already one of the, that's,
Yeah.
you printed it off. I mean, there's.
No,
several
this
things
is,
you can't
this
have.
is state, what I printed off is state.
And that's what we go by, we go by the state.
I'm agreeing with you, that's what I'm saying. You don't have anybody here through the MED that enforces that. There's several things that are done in.
What do you
You
say,
can't have
what's the
flashing
MED?
lights on the
What's the
highway.
MED?
Marijuana Enforcement Division, that's who you printed this off.
Well, and I've been speaking with them, and they say it's a city ordinance, it's a city problem, it is not a state problem. So I'm coming to you, and I'm asking that we do some kind of an ordinance to amend, we need to amend 708 to include that. The 708 doesn't say anything about this flashy sign that attract children under 21.
well, but your perception is it's done for the kids, and it's not. It's done as a marketing toy and tool.
Yeah, but it's against the rules. The people voted.
That's your perception.
Brandon, our lawyer's trying to talk to you.
I just wanted to, kind of echo what Councilman Montoya said a bit ago. If it's a state statute, it's not in our ordinances, that's an issue for state marijuana enforcement, that's not for us.
No, I
And they
will
do
do that.
enforce on these things, and I've seen it happen in other jurisdictions where I represent. When you do those kinds of things, and you report it and they investigate and it's true, you can get your license acted upon and go through a licensing hearing at the state. And so there is a mechanism in place now to deal with those issues. It's not in our ordinances, even if it was in our ordinances, all we could do is issue a citation. Maybe have a local licensing hearing, but they can still have a state licensure. And for a state action would take a state investigation and a state licensing hearing.
Oh, I did contact the state because I wanted them to come out here and do something about it, and they said, no, that's a local issue. Local has to enforce it.
Well, that has not been my experience in the first.
Well, I have it in email, I have the official people that I spoke with, I've been dealing with it for a couple of years, and I'm finally here because it's gone way above and beyond this advertising that they do on the street. And that's all I have. So I have the statutes here regarding inhabitable buildings, that they are not supposed to be allowed to inhabit buildings without utilities. And that's, I can quote you the statutes if you like, or I can have them sent over to you, Brandon.
Please somebody give Ms. Charmaine, she can some.
Yeah, well, the
If
sheriff's
it's
not.
not in our local ordinances, it's not something we can enforce.
Well, then we need to, like I mentioned, going back to my.
Can't kick anyone out of a property, that's an issue for sure. Even if we made an ordinance, it's unconstitutional for us to deprive someone, a living space without due notice and process.
3 years for somebody to live in a shack without utilities, yet other people have to have a license for everything?
I'm not here to argue with your
Okay,
advice.
it's just
Please
not
give
right.
your information to the attorney.
It's just not right. Other people have to have a license, we're not allowed to live in the garage. That's it, thank you.
Thank you.